You know the drill, people. Every time someone asks me a question, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram, if I feel like it's big enough to like apply to a wider audience, why not? And I got a question about keto, so let's just quickly run through it. I want to show you quickly some of the weigh-ins. We started off at 184 pounds. As you can see, we're going down, 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 down. We start to spike up a bit, and you can see my kind of reasonings here. I like putting this down just so one, I can remember, and also you guys can see. 2 days no gym. I was kind of upset about the Nipsey Hussle getting passed away. It ended up going up to 4 days, not really training. And then obviously starting to going down again. So we are continuing on with literally just documenting the weigh-ins. Not doing anything drastic. For example, that time I took off the gym, I didn't try and overtrain to make up for it. That day's gone. You gotta move forward and just make corrections from today onwards. We're off to the gym. You know the drill, people. Every time someone asks me a question, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram, if I feel like it's big enough to like apply to a wider audience, why not? And I got a question about keto, so let's just quickly run through it quick. Someone hits me up in the last video and says, do you recommend keto diet for losing body fat? I reply with no. I'm not saying that it doesn't help you lose body fat, but for me personally, I can't see it being sustainable because I'm someone that likes carbs over fats, which means that I couldn't see myself not even going a month doing that, let alone a year. Because when it comes to sustainable diets, you have to think, can I do this diet in a year? Can I do it in 2 years? Me, I know I would not enjoy keto. I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I'm just saying that I wouldn't enjoy it, which means I wouldn't be able to sustain it. So I said no. He then replies back and goes, but would you say it's a faster option to slim down for someone that would enjoy it? If you enjoy a diet, then any diet that you do is going to be faster for you. Like if you're someone that, for example, loves keto, and I made you do a not high carb, but a diet that consists of carbs, you're not going to be quick on that because you're not enjoying it. Whereas if you enjoyed keto, of course you would. But my response was, I wouldn't say that itself is quicker. At the end of the day, every few years, a new option or a new trend comes along and people rally behind it to say it's the best solution. In reality, there are many routes to getting results. Don't let trends misguide you. Remember that you can choose whatever option you find sustainable and you will see results. That is a fact. Peeps, we are jumping forward about 4 days right now purely because I wanted to add in some gym footage so I could talk about the keto bit. I didn't want it too far away from the beginning bit that I was speaking about already, which was like my overview and my thoughts on keto. So I will cut back to the rest of the vlog in a minute. Now, in regards to the keto, let me just state here and now, if you are doing keto right now and you're thoroughly enjoying it and you can sustain it and you feel like it's great and you're seeing loads of progress, keep on with it, stick with it, do not change. I'm not advising anyone that feels like they're doing good with whatever particular type of nutrition or diet they follow to change it. If you're seeing results, stick with it. As long as it's not damaging your health in the long run, do it. The problem I have with keto is the gloss it's been given and the people specifically that opt to try and do keto purely because they've heard that it's the best way to lose body fat. It's the only way you can do it to really see great results. It turns your body into a fat burning machine. And these people realistically won't even be able to sustain keto, but the idea is that they'll do it just to drop the body fat and then they'll switch back to their regular diet, which is really, really stupid. Because obviously by the time, if you spend all that time doing keto to lose the body fat, as soon as you switch back, you're going to start gaining again. So those are the people I want to address. So if that sounds like you and you've literally thought to yourself, oh, I'm going to do keto for 2 months, drop the body fat and go back to normal, stop what you're doing because that's stupid. You're just going to end up gaining the weight back. And for those of you that have heard the term keto but don't actually know what it really is, let me just break down the basic gist of what it does. Basically, a typical person that uses carbs as their energy source, and in carbs is a thing called glycogen, which is what your body uses to actually, when you're training and things like that, that is what gives you the energy to carry on. When you're in a state of ketosis, you use ketones. So you're using basically fat to burn energy instead of carbs. So basically the fat equivalent to glycogen is ketones. In terms of terminology, that's the deepest I'm going to go. I feel like I'm probably going to lose some of the audience if I go too deep into it, because many of you just want to know the purpose and my thoughts on it anyway. If you want to know in more greater depth what ketosis is, it will take a much longer video. The easiest thing would be to go on Google, not YouTube, actually go on Google and type in what is ketosis and actually read a good paragraph. You know what I mean? It gives you good details, and there's many scientific studies you could also read. As there actually are some studies that say there's health benefits to actually using keto, but the main thing I want to address is the actual myth that keto is the best way to lose body fat, or is the only route to lose body fat. It turns your body into such a great machine. I feel like this starts misleading people, especially the naive people that just want fast results. The people that like search on YouTube how to lose belly fat in 1 week or how to drop chest fat, asking very naive beginner questions. This is what I have an issue with, because in my opinion, keto is just another form of nutritional diet. You know what I mean? There's many fads that come and go. The next thing that gets hyped up, for example, about 3 years ago, I'm pretty sure the paleo diet was getting really hyped up massively, and all over YouTube, everyone was making full day of eating paleo diet because that was a big thing. Keto started maybe about 2 years ago, and this is the most current one that everyone's flocking to. And as I said, I have no problems with it. My problem is with the people that try and use a short-term methodology to try and lose body fat or belly fat with no intention of actually sticking with it. People with those sort of mentalities, realistically, you need to step back and realize this is not a God's gift. This is the type of people that buy fat burners hoping it drops the fat off the body. You need to stop that shortcut mentality and realize that there are no shortcuts to results. Keto itself is not easy to do. That is definitely, in my opinion, harder to maintain than and if it fits your macros, because the balance is so way off. Like, you're literally refusing to eat carbs. You know what I mean? That is a massive part of a lot of people's daily lives. And I'm not even talking about the sweets and the donuts. I'm talking about the pastas, the breads, the things that often people will eat and still associate as being healthy. As the naive people that jump in and want to do keto, they hear the words fat diet, yes, 80% of my diet comes from fat, so they're thinking, yo, I can literally eat XYZ, and they're picturing junk food, which isn't the case, because most junk food, what does it come with? A massive helping of carbs for a reason, because people love them. Like, there's one, I'm going to show you some pictures on screen. There's one picture I saw, and like, for the thing advertising keto, it had like McDonald's fries on it, which was stupid, because obviously if you're on keto, you can't eat the fries. So of all the things they could have shown from the menu, they show the fries. And technically, you wouldn't even be able to show the burger, because the burger comes in a bun. You wouldn't be able to eat the bun. You'd have to almost just show the burger and like I don't know, next to a side of lettuce. So it's things like that. Yeah, don't get misled into thinking that you can just eat bullshit. The real people that do the proper keto diet, they're in like proper fat sources, avocados, nuts, a whole form of different sorts of plants as well, and obviously lean meats, salmon, steak. You know what I mean? So yeah, all I can say is if you do keto and it's working for you, stick with it. If you're doing keto, keep up with it if you're enjoying it. For those just doing it for the wrong reasons, I highly recommend you take a step back and literally analyze why the hell you're doing it, and just because that's the type of mindset that will literally pervert any sort of way of eating or any sort of diet. If you're someone that literally is always trying to find them shortcuts around doing something because you think it's going to make you drop fat faster and you don't have to do as much hard work, that is the mindset that would ruin anything, whether it be if it fits your macros, carnivore diet, paleo diet, keto diet, I don't know, any sort of diet plan or way of eating is a better way of putting it. If you're always trying to find them shortcuts around doing the actual effort, you're always going to screw everything up. You know what? We're going to end the video here actually. I feel like this is a very good point to end it on. I've really had the video very focused on the keto stuff, so I'm going to keep it there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below if there's any other topics you want me to touch on in these videos.